out freely, man. We're not trying to sell this to you. We're not trying to make merchandise off of you by doing these things. That's why a lot of people they break off from Great Millstone, because they want to be the ones receiving tithes. You know, they want to be the ones to have it.
There was a guy, he's not affiliated with us, but what he's doing is he's putting the name GMS on his username, and then he says, you know, can you send me some help money and stuff like that, stuff tithes and stuff like that. That guy is not affiliated with us, man.
Oh, I didn't see
He's not. None of the Great Millstone camps ask any one of y'all money, man. So we're not like the churches, raping little kids and asking money at the same time.
Yeah, so
we're not a church.
You got people breaking off from Great Millstone because they want to receive tithes. They want to receive, you know, benefits. Meanwhile, your mind shouldn't be on that, man. What makes you think that you deserve that? Because who you learned it from? Let those men receive tithes, man. Let those men get carnal things.
Did I say so? The reason why we keep repeating this, that the so-called white people are raping kids in the churches, is because when you want to get a job, they always talk about your past. So now we're exposing you for what you're really doing, and it's really harsh because nobody wants to hear. Hey, what's up? Nobody wants to hear that their favorite pastor is a kiddie porn guy, man. They don't want to hear it. So that's why every week you hear it coming out of my mouth. The so-called white race is a kiddie porn race, especially in the churches, raping them little kids, doing sacrifices, in the entertainment business, Hollywood, raping animals, doing homosexual acts and lesbian acts and stuff like that. And think about it. If they're doing Satanism and satanic things, right? How come they don't do heterosexual sex? How come they do homosexuality? This shows you that homosexuality and lesbianism is linked to Satanism.
Yeah.
That's just so simple to see, but the majority of the people don't see that, man. You gotta think about it, man. Think about what's really going on, what's really happening. You know?
Read it again.
And if we say it, it sounds harsh, but hey, John chapter 10, John chapter 10, verse 11. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. But he that is a hireling, and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth. And the wolf catcheth them, and scattereth the sheep.
Yeah, because these people, they are sold out, man. They are basically working for the government under a government contract called the 501c3, man. So they have certain things that they cannot speak of, like the RFID chip, man. Certain things that they are not supposed to push, you know. And then there's yeah, there's a compensation. Yeah, there's a compensation to the teachings that they have, because Esau's like, you know what? Instead of talking about this, okay, you can talk about making schools in the society and you know, setting up your little society here. Meanwhile, that's contradicting the scriptures too. You know, so Esau's compensating certain things like, yeah, we'd rather have you talking about setting up your own community and your society, that you can have your own schools and all of that, being the IYCs, but don't teach the RFID teachings. We want people to take this, you know.
Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yeah, what's the image of the beast? That's this Roman Empire vibration that they want to bring back. You know, that they want to push upon the people, and even worse than that, man. You know, they want you to accept all the things that they push, and you have to agree with. Homosexuality, transsexuals, transhumanism, bestiality, you know, pedophilia, you know. If you're not down with this, then you a threat to the government, man. You know, because they want to push this one world order, which order, what does order mean, man? You being in league with the government, you know. So if you're not, then they want to kill you, man.
What is the image of the beast? This is one of the images. Psalms chapter 73, verse 9. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth.
Yeah, Esau is contrary to the Heavenly Father, man. So he wants you to be contrary to the Heavenly Father too, by following their ways and accepting their mannerisms. You know, meanwhile you're not, and their philosophies. Meanwhile you're not supposed to do that. You know, they want you to follow them as them being God.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, and receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Yeah, so this mark goes into the word karagma in the Greek, which means an incision. They want to implement something under your skin, which we know that's the mark of the beast. And we know there are men that don't want to speak on this because they sold out. Those are those grievous wolves that's coming amongst the sheep. You have questions?
What's the difference between the group who's coming Saturday morning over there and the work?
With the purple, we just talking about that. Hey, that's the spirit, because those people, they don't want to warn you. This is something that's coming to the society. It's the mark of the beast. We are reading it now. This chip, the government is busy with trying to implement people with this chip, and they want to make it attractive. For example, they will approach your mother. There's already a commercial in America. They're talking about what's the greatest fear of a mother. Can you answer that question? Losing her child. And then they say, okay, yeah, so you don't want to lose your child, but if you just give a chip to your children in their hand, it doesn't hurt. They won't feel anything. They will get used to it. Then if you want to find him, you can just go on your phone and you can track him, and then you will find your child.
Like a dog.
And then they made this new movie called Kidnap with Halle Berry, yeah? And she lost her child, and her phone was dead. No, she lost her phone. So they want to put fear inside of you. Then on the other side, they want to have comfort you. They want to say like, yeah, what's something you have with you all the time, all the time in your life? It's your bank card. So you can lose your bank card. It can get stolen. But if you have it in your hand, you don't have to worry. Your ID, if you have it in your hand, you don't have to worry. And then they want to improve the security of your house by, if you log in with that chip, you can enter into your house and nobody can break in. So they want to make it comfortable for you to take this chip. But the Bible speaks of this chip as the mark of the beast. And every barcode that there's out there, every product has a barcode. Now, the first two lines, the middle two lines, and the last two lines of every barcode, it doesn't have a number under it. All the other lines have a number under it, but not the first, the middle, and the last, because those numbers are 666. So but only when you scan it, it will pop up on the screen. You scan a product and you see it on the screen, 666. So every product that the so-called white man pushes out there has this number on it. So if you put one of their products under your skin, you're basically a part of their society now. That's basically like how they brand the slaves like your arms. You know, so but if you do that, you basically make a contract with those people, those so-called white people, instead of with God. Because what is the contract that we make with God is we circumcise ourselves. We circumcise our children. That's basically the blood covenant that we made with the Heavenly Father. So the so-called white man wants this use. But IYC says the mark of the beast, what we are reading right now, is Christianity. And they say, so basically they say you can just take this. You can just take a chip under your skin, buy and sell it. That's not right. You know, and if you go on their website, it says they are under the 501c3. The 501c3 is a contract that they have with the government that allows them to not pay tax. So they don't have to pay tax. They are set up as a real church, you know, so they don't have to pay tax. But if they are saying, don't worry about this, then you need to look at them like, wait a minute. So you are actually just saying, I can put something under my skin, which is of the people that had us in slavery. A product, you say I can put a product under my skin of the people that enslaved us. That's not right. Something fishy is going on. You know, so read on.
Revelation 13,
Okay.
13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Yeah, the mark is this incision under the skin, implementation under the skin. Read on.
Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell.
Yeah, how can you buy and sell with Christianity? How can it be Christianity? You cannot buy and sell with Christianity. So that's already off. How are you going to buy and sell with Christianity in the future? It doesn't make sense. Read on.
Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast.
Yeah, so
Or-
the Old English word of save means unless. You know,
Yeah,
so you
so-
cannot buy and sell unless you have the mark of the beast, which is this RFID
Hey.
chip.
Yo. Name mother. Oh.
You know, unless you have this RFID chip. Read on.
So it says, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is
Yeah.
wisdom. Let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666.
Yeah, so this is what they are pushing out there. You know, Soka Whiteman, this is what the Soka Whiteman is pushing out there in mainstream media, man. And these guys, they are denouncing it. They say, no, there is no chip, don't worry about it. And if there is, you can just take it because it's not the mark of the beast. That's destroying the people. Can you read this first? Revelation, Jeremiah 14 and 13. Read it.
Revelation 16 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Title, the veils of Yahweh's wrath. Verse 1. Revelation 16 and 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways, and pour out the veils of the wrath of the heavenly Father upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his veil upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sword upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image.
Yeah, so that's destruction for you, man. If you want to take this mark of the beast, if you're going to take that chip, that means destruction for you. You know, but Esau doesn't want you to be fearful for this thing. Esau wants to put comfort in your heart. You know, Esau wants to put comfort in your mind, like, yeah, don't worry, man, it's just the Bible. It's only fantasy stories.
Revelation 16 and 1 and 2.
He just wants to bring comfort within you. And then he sets up an Israelite group like that to even attack us. Because you know that the ones that they want to attack is the Israelites. You know, like it says in Psalms. Yeah, the ones that have the truth.
They want to kill all Israelites eventually.
Yeah, that's why they are targeting us. And how are they targeting us with this chip? Through them. Because they are saying you can just take it. You know? That's the fucked up part, man. That's why Great Millstone GMS is the only one teaching this truth, man. The correct doctrine.
Reading what he was reading, Revelation 19 and 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast.
Yeah, which miracles are gonna occur when people take these chips, man. You know, you saw it in this game, Call of Duty. This man had the chip. This man had a chip, and he was able to move things with this chip, like telekinesis, is something you call it. Yeah, moving things. He was able to shut down technology. You know, moving his bionical body. You know, so those are the miracles that they want to use, but through this science. You know, and when you watch this movie, Assassin's Creed, it's a very good movie. I have to watch it again. This woman and this man have a discussion because he wants to push this science, and this man is telling this woman, like, listen, man, we are living in a new age now. You know, back in the days, we used politics to have control over the people. We used religion to have control over the people. I think it's time we give science a chance. And how they want to control the people through science? By this chip, the RFID chip. So read.
Continuing verse 20. So I'm going to read it again. This is Revelation 19 and 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast.
Yeah, you being deceived if you think this chip is good for you, man.
And them that worship his image, these both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone.
Yeah, which the lake of fire is America, man. You're gonna be destroyed by nuclear fire, and if you take this chip elsewhere, you're still gonna be destroyed, man. You know, so the four swords judgment, the famine, the pestilences, the sword, or beast devouring you, man.
Can I say something about that, Doc?
Because you got to think about it, man. Animals have chips too. You know, Esau can easily control this frequency on these animals. And I just saw something crazy, man. I was watching this series called Penny Dreadful. You know, Penny Dreadful it all evolves around witchcraft and dealing with the left-hand side, dealing with Satan and shit. And there you see the powers that are on the left-hand side. But if you know the powers that are on the left-hand side, then you can understand the powers of the Heavenly Father too, because He gave those demons these powers. So this woman, she was doing witchcraft, right? And she was learning from this woman, but they burned her because she was a witch. They burned her, and the man that was leading this thing on burning her teacher, she told him, like, the next time I see you, I'm gonna kill. I'm gonna make sure you're gonna die. So then she bumped into him the next time, and then she was like, I'm gonna kill you. Then she went home. She did some crazy satanic spells, you know, and they was speaking the ancient tongue inside out. What's the ancient tongue? Hebrew. You know, so they changed the Hebrew backwards and all kinds of crazy shit. And I was like, what the fuck? And then this man, he had dogs. He had like 10 shepherds. So the man went out.
German Shepherd.
What did I say? Yeah, German shepherds. But you have multiple shepherds. You have Belgian shepherds. You have different shepherds. So I just, but I even think they were Belgian shepherds. Anyway, so he went to feed his dogs, and she was doing the ritual. Eventually, and these dogs, he could be like, and they went back. They listened to him completely. Then she was doing this ritual. The dogs turned around, boom, looking at him. He was like, what the fuck? They started growling. They all attacked him, and they ripped him apart, man. They mauled his ass to death, man. You know, so that's the spirit that the Most High is gonna bring upon this place too, man. Hey, the spirit is gonna come upon animals to devour people too, man. Yeah, man.
Revelation chapter.
Yeah. Wait, you want to?
You know, also the brain chip, you can see that they even tried it on cats. They had a cat, and they had like a valve where they switched it, and the cat was cool and calm. But then when they turned it up, the cat started smacking the other cat violently.
What?
Yeah, man. It's on
Video?
YouTube.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
on
send that
YouTube.
in the group chat.
Yeah, so you can see that, you know, that these Edomites could just push a switch. And all these animals probably in a certain area, they can activate, and all of a sudden they start attacking people.
Kingsman also.
Yeah.
They show it, right?
Yeah, with
Revelation 16 and 3. And the second angel poured out his veil upon the sea, and it became as blood of a dead man. And every living soul died in the sea. And meaning the people are going to be put to death. Right? And the third angel poured out his veil upon the rivers and fountains of water, and they became blood. And I heard the angel of the waters say, Thou art righteous, O Yahawah, which art and wast and shall be, because thou hast judged thus. So everybody that deserves to get killed will get killed. These cave people are getting away now with mass murders, you know, mass making people sick with the chemtrails and stuff like that. They getting away with all their criminal activity. But in the end, they're going to be put to death. Right?
Hey, he has
Verse 6.
a precept on that, because what you just said is, I spoke about that a couple of minutes before, was that it might look that the Most High is not going to pour out judgment upon these heathens, but like the brother read Psalms chapter 7, where it says the Heavenly Father is angry with the wicked every day, but there's just a purpose for them. It's this. Read this.
This is Job 21, verse 30. That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction, they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath.
Exactly. That's when the punishment for these wicked people are going to be brought forth, man. So you might not see judgment coming upon these people right now, but it's gonna come eventually, man, because they were reserved for the day of destruction, man. Go on.
Judgment is not executed speedily. Therefore, the hearts of the people.
Yeah, that's it. That's his scripture. Yeah. That's his scripture. I always ask him to pick that scripture.
Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah, and the reason that people are reserved for the day of judgment is also a reason for people to just do what the fuck they want, man. Because they are not being judged for it then and there on the spot. You know? That's why they think they safe. But ain't nobody safe. You know? Go on.
Revelation 16 and 6. For they have shed the blood of the saints and prophets, and thou hast given them blood to drink, for they are worthy.
Yeah, man.
It says
They are
Revelation
worthy of
16,
what? Of destruction, man.
Revelation 16 and 6. For they have shed the blood of saints and prophets, and thou hast given them blood to drink, for they are worthy.
Yeah, you gotta think also like back in the days, man. Those people are back nowadays, man. You know, doing the same atrocities against the men of the Lord, man. Trying to destroy them and looking for ways to do so. You know, and one way they do it is through false scams, man, false prophets.
Verse 7. And I heard another out of the altar say, even so, Yahweh the power almighty, true and righteous are thy judgments. And the fourth angel poured out his spirit upon the sun.
Yeah, that was it. Give me this. Jeremiah.
Jeremiah chapter 40, verse 13. Then said I, our Lord,
14 and 13. This is 12. So,
then said I, our Lord, power, behold, the prophet said unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have.
yeah, because there was an interview on IYC, right? So this pastor was asking, like, is there gonna come another time of trouble to the children of Israel? You know, wherein we're gonna suffer a form of slavery. You know, and IYC was like, no, that's not gonna come. That's not gonna come. You know, and then the pastor actually pulled some scriptures on him. He was like shocked. He was like, shit, he knows certain things. Yeah. That's when they said you're not gonna catch hell.
Where did he go?
Huh?
Where did he go?
What you mean, where did he go?
IYC,
In
where did he
Jamaica.
go? He went there and he got cut. Hey man, that's a hireling, man.
He's a hireling.
Three-piece suit, telling you
With Masonic,
the destruction.
with Masonic clothing, man. Their garments have Masonic things on it. IYC, yeah. The
Yeah, they
garments
got
of
the
IYC.
pyramid.
They have a weight scale. This dude, they have this balance, which is on these. I seen a video about it. You know, this balance. Then they have this thing. You know what Gmail has? The postal thing. The postal.
With the V. With the triangle.
Yeah,
upside
Freemason.
down.
Yeah, the
Yeah, the
Freemason.
square and compass.
Yeah, they have those things within their garments, man.
We already knew this since back in the days. We already saw them with they were standing in the pyramid formation.
Yes,
they had the pyramid thing. You know what I'm saying? Because hey man, I would never in my life wanna like join that military. And when I saw them, I saw them rushing. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Even
with that
Apostle
shit.
Tahar imitated them. She said, Christ! Christ!
Hey, it's crazy. Wicked, man.
Yo, man,
they-
just saying the word Christ. I feel death around
Yeah,
me,
man. Hey, the word hurts, man.
Represents death, but yo, don't
And then Nate Sagan said, yeah. Show it to the camera. That's exactly
Saying they have the Masonic clothing. They brought in
He
their.
said, everyone that's calling on the name of Yahweh Shai is wicked. All y'all niggas wicked. I scorn them. What? Hey, man. You basically that's he's a demon, man. Yeah, and then the video, because a brother of GMS added it completely. You know, he said everyone that's calling on the name of HALAL is a demon, man. He's a demon. I scourge niggas like that. And then the brother of GMS edited him like the name of the Most High is HAWAH. You know, he's basically cutting himself. You know, and then he was also mocking the name of the Heavenly Father by saying, "Oh, it's written on the stone. That's the name. Yeah, we have to call on the name."
He was in the bush somewhere.
Yeah, mocking.
He wrote it backwards. He wrote it how you write English. He wrote it from left to right instead of right to left.
Yeah.
He was in Africa, right? So
yeah, and they wrote it. Look what I found. Yeah. Hey, man. Really, that's blasphemy, man.
Yeah.
And what is the greatest sin that cannot be forgiven? The sin of blasphemy, man. You see? So that's what they're doing. So read on. Read it again.
This is Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 13. Then said I, our Lord power, behold, the prophet said unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you a sure peace in this place.
Yeah, I will give you a sure peace in this place. So Nate Satan was being interviewed and he said, no, we're not going to catch no hell. Oh, give me Matthew, where it says, just as in the days of Noah, everyone is marrying, drinking, you know, and saying that's when the Lord comes back, everyone is just doing the normal thing, so that there won't be no Jacob's trouble.
There will be death, because when he comes, just like in the time of Noah, you're going to die.
Yeah. So
that means you're in a time of trouble, but you're having so-called fun. That's when you die.
They're playing games with the scripture.
They're playing games, man.
Because Noah, even in the time of Noah, yeah, they were marrying and giving into marriage. The ones that believed that didn't believe in Noah, they were partying, of course. But the ones that believe in the prophet in Noah, they basically got saved. The rest got put to death, man.
God. You know, so he's saying there's not gonna be no heavy persecution on the children of Israel.
Yeah.
You know, meanwhile, Jeremiah 30:7 speaks of a time that there has never been since the days of creation, man.
Can I say something? Because in that video also, you know, that idiot, you know, with the lemur, they call him, with the glasses and stuff, he read Matthew 24 and he started at 29, and it says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun and moon be darkened, and he caught himself right there.
Yeah. But
and that's the whole dumb thing.
Then they don't break it down.
No.
They don't break
He cut
that
himself
down.
in the video, and he was like, shit. You can see it, man, that he cut himself.
He was like, shit, I shouldn't have read that.
Yeah.
I had to start one verse below that. Yeah. He probably got rebuked by Nate Satan after, you stupid motherfucker, man, why you started that verse, man? You know you ain't supposed to read that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. They are like snakes, man. So read on.
Verse 14. Then Yahweh said unto me, the prophets prophesied lies in my name.
Yeah, these men prophesying lies in the name of, not even in the name, man. You know? Read on.
I said
Oh yeah, and another thing, man. I saw this video of IYC, and what they said was, yeah, what they said was, yeah, the name of the Most High is so holy that you're not supposed to say it. But wait a minute.
Why didn't he say Hashem then?
No, but wait a minute. Look, back in the days, what became the name? What became the name of Judah? Yahawadah. So even someone was called Yahawadah, and the name of Yahweh was in his name. You had Allah Yahweh, which is Elijah. The name Yahweh was in his name. So, you know, and the name Judah means now, and the mother of Yahawadah said, now will I praise the Lord. Now will I praise the Lord. Yeah, I will call his name Yahawadah. You know, so that saying is also garbage, man.
You all got another one, man.
This is Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe.
Exactly, man. You know, so that's the name of the Heavenly Father, man. So, you know, and we have to, what does it say? The scripture says, basically, that we have to spread this name among men. You know, so go back to Jeremiah.
God, this is Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 14.
Yeah.
Then Yahweh said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and definition, and a thing of naught.
A thing of naught. Yeah, building libraries, building schools in a place that's about to be destroyed. That's a thing of naught, man. You know, setting up a community like that. You know, but that's what the people want to hear. So that's what they're pushing. You know, Jake always wants to hear setting up a black community and helping the so-called black people, having their own things. Esau, because Jake really wants to be, Will really wants to have his own thing within the kingdom of the so-called white man.
Yeah.
We don't want that. We want the kingdom of the so-called white man to be erased.
We don't want to see any Nike, Adidas, Hampton, Hilton, ING,
Yeah.
none of those things, man. Everything is going to come from us, man.
Yeah,
It's gonna
man.
trickle down from us, as Patrice O'Neill would say.
You're
Yeah,
not gonna
man.
wear anything. You're not gonna wear anything of ours. You know what I'm saying? What we're gonna do is we will make sure you will never drink again in the kingdom. No alcohol for you. And you know what's better? It's more fucked up if you introduce something to a person and then take it away. We're gonna make you high for a while off of that liquor, and then we're gonna take it away and make you suffer. Go through some tanks.
Have sex one time
We
and then
gonna
never
make you,
again.
man. I don't even want to have you do that, man. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna have you have your fun. I'm gonna put some Moabite chicks on your ass. No, actually, Moabites, I'm gonna put you on their ass. That's more fun because you're gonna want to be with Jake. I'm gonna kick you away, and you're gonna be with Esau. For a couple of hundred, maybe 100 years or whatever, I'm gonna just do it to you. All generations of Moab on my plantations, y'all gonna get fucked by Edomites. You gonna hate it.
Yeah, man.
Now you love it.
Hey, that's why y'all gotta watch Marco Polo, man. Marco Polo is a series on Netflix, and there you have the son of Genghis Khan, and and then you see how the things that a king can do, man. You can see certain judgments that they put upon this man, and this Edomite Marco Polo, the Khan, I don't know, I remember his name, but he was the Khan, he was the emperor basically, and he sent Marco Polo